Days ago, CNN host Piers Morgan appeared on the Kudlow Report to defend his strong and often nasty attacks on American gun laws. And that is sparking a backlash. A petition to have Piers Morgan deported spreading like wildfire. In fact, it has enough signatures that now, because it's posted on the We the People website at whitehouse.gov, the White House is compelled to make some kind of statement about it. Here now is Caroline May, political reporter with the Daily Caller, to explain this whole thing. Caroline, good to have you here. Did the White House ever think they were going to have to face a situation about a TV host being deported to the UK?
Well, I mean, I didn't think so personally. Who would have thought a CNN host, just for voicing his, albeit, you know, a little off the deep end comments, a little odd, but just for saying something, he's got a lot of people very upset.
Can we explain to people how this works? Whitehouse.gov,
Yeah.
they have allowed people, they said, you want to do a petition, do it right here with us at the White House.
Yeah.
And this petition's gotten more than any other petition that's ever been posted, it looks like.
Yeah. Well, 3 times the number of people have signed it that actually need to sign it in order for the White House to consider it. So in order for the White House to consider whatever, think of it as a suggestion box for America. In order for the White House to consider your suggestion or comment, there needs to be 25,000 people who have signed on. More than 75,000 people have signed on saying, get rid of Piers. We don't want him anymore.
Now, there have been some counter petitions as well, right?
Yes. And actually, the best part about this, and your heart goes out to poor Piers, because these are British citizens now have their own petition out saying we don't want Piers to come back to the UK. Yeah, and quite a few British citizens have signed on saying that, you know, we don't want him. Please keep him in the United States. And one of the petitions is actually directed toward the UK government, saying should the United States decide to deport Mr. Morgan, they should reject the deportation, have him stay somewhere in the Atlantic, let him hang out there. But
you know, you said you feel bad for Piers Morgan. Never feel bad for anybody on TV. We all bring it on ourselves, okay? And he brought it on himself. Any response from him today as a result of all this stuff?
Well, he's been on Twitter sort of poking like water off a duck's back, poking fun at it. You know, he's had a lot of people on Twitter say, hey, come to Sierra Leone, come to Canada, come here. And he's saying that would be great. And he wished everyone wishing his deportation a Merry Christmas the other day. So.
Well, he used to work in British tabloids.
Yes.
I mean, his skin must be made of Kevlar, right? I mean, that's one of the dirtiest businesses out there, as we have learned in the last couple of years.
Absolutely. And actually, one of the petitions out on change.org was started by a petitioner from Great Britain who was one of the whistleblowers in that, this might be getting a little too in the weeds, but one of the whistleblowers in the phone hacking scandal where Piers Morgan actually testified. Right. So it gets a little bit seedy, but apparently there aren't a lot of British citizens who want him to come back.
Caroline, good to have you on. Thanks for joining us, Caroline May.
Absolutely, thank you.
We're going to keep the gun control debate going with this